Some Pietermaritzburg residents have banded together to deliver food parcels to suburbs that have been without electricity for more than a week now. The power outage began last Wednesday after a substation was damaged during a storm. While electricity has been restored in some areas, many residents' food has spoiled and others have had to pay extra for alternate power sources. Let's take a look.
For the past 8 days, we've taken out our last straw, you can say. We've taken out our candles, we've bought paraffin to light our lamps, we've filled up gases, the gas stations, we had lines, queues running out. And I live in an area where the residents that they are beyond living limits, I could say. Some of them are pensioners that's in the 70s and 80 years old, and they don't have money to go and buy a candle. Some of them ask me, I run a fruit and veggie store in Pietermaritzburg for the past 28 to 30 years, and some of them approach me and say, Julie, please buy me a loaf of bread, or Julie, please bring me some tomatoes, or Julie, get me a meal that I can have for tonight because I don't know where to, to get something to eat.
The Christmas weekend marks the second week that Pietermaritzburg residents have been without electricity. On Thursday, their frustration grew into protests, but power is yet to be restored, and residents have been struggling to find a hot meal.
People have limited resources. Not everyone has access to gas and to generators, etc. So some people are resorting to breaking up wooden crates and basically pellets and cooking on the floor. And further to that, they can't even store food. There hasn't been any response from the municipality in terms of relief to the residents as well.
This is a local community group that has stepped in to help feed affected communities. They spoke with Newzroom Afrika from a farm outside the city where meals are prepared by volunteers and through donations.
Food for Life has been given back now for quite a while, and Maritzburg, with the current situation of the electricity problems, the guys have been throwing away food, fridges haven't been working, and there's been no power there for at least 10 days in certain areas. So it's important that, we give back, and communities in Maritzburg have rallied with us to actually do the distribution and assist us today.
Following a challenging year for KwaZulu-Natal residents, volunteers have urged citizens to indulge in the Christmas spirit of giving.
The community should be very giving at this time of the year, especially with what's happening. It's not only happening in Pietermaritzburg. There are affected areas throughout. The power outages has just made it worse for the residents in Pietermaritzburg and in the North Dale areas. But generally, we've experienced this in all areas throughout South Africa, and we just need to be giving at this time where we can help the community, where we can help individuals, families that are in need of food, cooked or uncooked. Please, if you can donate, it would be a great cause.
For Newzroom Afrika on Channel 405, I'm Karinda Jagmohan in Pietermaritzburg.